Hi there. Wanted to talk a little bit today about ambivalence. It's a topic that we just don't discuss enough around eating disorders, but it's really important. So whether you're watching this because you're somebody that has an eating disorder, or you're someone who perhaps you're fairly new to caring for somebody with an eating disorder, and you've just kind of maybe even during lockdown discovered that somebody in your household is battling with an eating disorder, and you're banging your head against the wall wondering why they don't want to get themselves well. So I guess ambivalence really is a helpful topic to discuss. You need to know that there is huge ambivalence associated with an eating disorder. It's the illness that somebody kind of really wants to get well from, but doesn't want to get well from. They really want to recover and get into a healthy body, but they're scared as hell about recovering and getting in a healthy body. They really want to live a full and happy life, but actually they think they might be better staying in the trap that they've created for themselves. That flip-flop kind of ambivalence is really something that almost breathes life into the eating disorder. It's the oxygen on which the eating disorder can continue to thrive. And if you're somebody, as I say, trying to understand where the mental health perspective is of somebody that's dealing with the illness, perhaps it will really be useful for you to think about that when you're really getting frustrated at wanting to drag someone to therapy or wanting them to embrace the opportunity to eat and nourish their body. The vicious nature of this mental health illness is that the very things that somebody should be doing in order to get recovered and to be able to live a full and happy life, the sort of absolute ferocity of this illness makes that person incapable of seeing what they're doing around those kind of ambivalent behaviours. And therefore it makes it all the more important that if you do play a role in supporting somebody with an eating disorder, you can try to understand what is playing out for that individual and why it is so difficult for them to just see themselves gaining that far better life beyond the terrible mire that they've begun to exist in. And if you have the illness yourself and you can recognise that ambivalence, then I would just say to you, I've been there, I've done that. The longest you stay in that ambivalent state where you kind of not really sure if you want to be well or whether you don't, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, you will only exist in this state of stuckness if you stay in this mindset. If you are always drawing yourself back into those bad behaviours and that mindset that allows you to go 2 steps forward towards recovery and then pulls you 2 steps back and some. So really trying to get beyond this horrendous ambivalence around your eating disorder and instead to front it out and to say, I will no longer live in this state of ambivalence. I will move forward. I will deny it. I will starve it of the oxygen that allows it to continue to control my life. Step forward beyond the ambivalence and recovery is possible. Take care and have a